welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am going to be working on Mix It Up Monday, as well as my Counterfeit Kit challenge for the month of February. So I have product pulled from my Counterfeit Kit for February. I will put a link below to my blog so that you can see the entire kit. It is a mix of designers, as you can probably tell from what I have on my desktop. I have a couple of photos, and I pulled this piece in, but I'm going to use this side of it for matting the photos, and I'm going to use the wood grain as a background. So I have to decide on what mixed media I'm actually going to use, but let's talk about the sketch that we're using for Mix It Up Monday. So I'm going to pop this sketch up here in the corner for you. It is a sketch created by Rochelle Spears, who is the owner of the Scrap Room Monthly Kit Club. I found, or my friend Kimberly found the sketch, I believe, on Pinterest, and from there I went and looked up who owned it so that I could give this person credit, and all of that information will be down below for you so that you can click the links and stuff to the Scrap Room as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the mixed media, and when I come back, we'll start putting this layout together. Be right back. It really isn't very often that I use a pattern paper background when I do mixed media. Part of that is because it's so much fun to fill up a piece of lovely white cardstock with beautiful mixed media. But also, I tend to steer away from using mixed media on pattern paper because it's thinner than the cardstock that I would grab for mixed media. And let's be honest, this is a beautiful wood grain by P13. I tend to hoard wood grain very badly. I'm trying to get over myself, so I went ahead and went with this wood grain background. So this texture paste that you saw me use is from Vicky Boutin. I purchased 2 sets of it on Peachy Cheap at different times. I have used part of the first set completely, and the second set I have not opened fully yet, except for one bottle. Anyway, so you saw me use some splatters. I used a shimmer spray that was on my desk from another layout that I had completed. I realize that the sketch has banners, but I have decided to not use banners, but instead just layer 2 pieces of coordinating pattern paper. These are both Maggie Holmes pattern papers, but they are not from the same collection. Her collections tend to be collections that you can mix and match relatively easily. So I matted my photos on that lighter dusty blue that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and now I'm going to take one of these frames and I am going to put a piece of that patterned paper behind it. Now my goal here is to kind of use this as a title block a little bit, and I think I move it from where the sketch has it. Initially I stick it here, which is where a similar frame is on the sketch, but I move it up top because I like it better up there. And I don't have a third photo in this series of photos of my sister and I. This is my little sister, Melanie, and we lived in Clarksville, Tennessee at the time. I am from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri area, and we drove home to see our granddaughter, and we met up with my sister on Fort Leonard Wood, viewed one of the museums, and just kind of hung out with her and her kids and my kids. So, and anyway, so we were being goofy and I took pictures. We don't get to spend a whole lot of time together with us always living so far away, so it's always nice to kind of catch up with her. Anyway, so I'm just kind of playing around with the different pieces that I pulled. I am going to use this tag as my journaling block, and I'm also going to use it as part of my title. On the sketch, the title is up at the top, and I have a partial title up there, You and Me, And then I thought I would go ahead and use this word silliness for the two of us. And because it seems to be accurate, she's being a goofball. Anyway, I'm going through the sticker book again, looking for bits and pieces. And I believe, yes, I have already used my tiny attacher down at the bottom to attach one of the clear hearts. I'm going to tell you right now that the tag and that little phrase sticker actually end up coming off of the layout because I didn't like the bulkiness of the staples underneath it. And so I fix that off camera and do something else with it, which you'll see in the close-ups at the end. All right, my layout is completely finished. I ended up moving this cluster down from here to this corner. Looks like I'm gonna have to actually use some adhesive on that sticker. It's not staying. And I had put a little tiny tag here on top of this heart and decided I didn't like it. And I took the little word sticker off of that and I added another clear heart up here and did another crisscross with my tiny attacher. The other thing I did, of course, was add the journaling, and I added some, they're puffy stickers from Hip Kit. They're from one of their Christmas collections, but they're sitting here off to the side of my desk for me to just use whenever. So pretty happy with the way this turned out. I did change up the sketch to suit what photos I had printed and papers that I wanted to use. And of course, instead of making banners, as I said, when I was putting it together, I just did 4.5 by 8-inch paper strips instead of the banners. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, just drop those below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure that you check out that playlist that I have created for everybody this month. Anybody who's participating will be in that playlist and you will see some amazing creations with this sketch. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye.